We live already. It's live. I think we is live. Right. Let me just straight get into it. I've already done a few things today. Mostly the ships. It's not working. It's not working at all. It should fade all the ships that you cannot choose. But right now it seems to fade just the first ship somehow. Because the first and the last ship, I can choose them because I own them. I cannot choose the middle ships, but so they should be faded. The middle ships should be faded. It is not. And I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Why does this happen? I created these variables, locked alpha and unlocked alpha. I just created them. I added them to the script. How can they already have overridden values then? How? I don't get it. Unity, please. Revert. Wait a second. This is just not applied. That's the issue. And I reversed the values. If I have something unlocked, it should be 1. That explains why the one I had was faded. Alright. Apply this. Still don't understand why these already have overrides. Wait, and this one doesn't? Now they all don't. Maybe just one had overrides because I accidentally messed with it or something, I don't know. Probably me. I've had so many times where I think, oh, software is buggy again. Oh, it's not my fault. And what would you guess? It's always my fault. Always ends up being my fault. Of course. Of course. Blimey. What do you mean? I should just learn English, but learn it in a Scottish accent. So I can be Shrek. Don't waste your time learning American or British English. Just go for Scottish. Scottish. Lots. We with the lots. Lots. Because true, right? In Scottish people say more A than A. We're with the lots. Go get a lot. Accents is weird. Yeah, okay, let's see if it works. Hey, it works. Yes. And this already worked because the button automatically fades UI objects. This ship is not an UI object, so I need to fade it separately, so I had to add it to the script. I should remove this wind direction indicator, and what the hell was happening right there? I think the gadget menu is not liking the changes I made to the equipment manager script. Ability select, layout group. We have the buttons. I think the problem here is that if there's no example object, why I named it example object, it's more like a we color this object. Fade this object or something, I don't know. Example object sounds like fucking example script type code. Anyway, I don't ever check if it's null, and if it's null I should not do this method because I try to do a bunch of stuff with it. Also didn't use the right formatting for the name. To be lowercase e for the example. If examples, no. I haven't streamed in a long time, and honestly I kind of enjoy streaming. I feel like streaming is kind of the glue that my life needed. Because without streaming, I just kind of have no. I don't have anyone to. You say. Like nobody's expecting me to do anything. But when I stream, I have at least someone, you know who you are, that expects me to be there. Also for myself, I want to stream on decent time, so I give myself the expectation now to be at work at the right times, basically, and every day, of course. So it's kind of the glue, like a little bit of structure that I needed. I get from streaming, so it's kind of great. I also like talking to my PC, apparently. Like, I'm not much of a talker, but I'm realizing now that the reason I'm not much of a talker is because I'm kind of slow. Especially if I talk with somebody that talks really fast. Like, they just keep on putting things out there. And meanwhile, I'm still thinking about my response to the first thing, so when I'm streaming, I can just think about what I'm going to say and just say it without having to like interrupt another person or something. There's also no body language involved with streaming, which is also nice. I feel like everything that stresses me out about social interaction is just everything except for the actual talking. Like it's the body language, it's the having to cut somebody off, or body just talking for ages about something you don't care about, and then you have to. It just gets kind of awkward. And streaming just doesn't have all of that. Anyway, I fixed it, I think. I'm just realizing, shouldn't I also do the equipping in the harbor? Like, since I already have all the assets, doesn't it make sense to also do this in the harbor? Yes, it does, but I don't know if I feel like changing anything. A lot of work changing big UI stuff like this completely. UI is one of those fields where you sometimes just have to repeat the same step 20 times because you have 20 menu elements. They all need a picture, for example, or they all have an updated picture, and then you need to update the picture 20 times, and it's fucking exhausting. But I'm gonna take a shit now. Don't even have music yet, and it's travesty. Should I listen to the Smurf theme song? I'm honestly curious now. What even is the Smurf theme song? Good, right? Like it has to be good. Like this old shows always had good soundtracks. Like in the old times when we still had good children TV shows. So this is 48 seconds. Okay. Better be 40 seconds of good. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Not gonna lie. Um, I need to destroy something real quick. Ability select in the here. Need this button and I need to delete the lock image. Oh. This is not the Smurf theme song. Uh-huh. This is a banger of a song. You'll be smurfing soon. This is a threat. This is a threat to my life. We'll be smurfing soon. But I need more than a song. I need a playlist. Um, 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 more. The Bog of Murk. You want a good creative playlist? Look up Rayman 3, The Bog of Murk. Soundscape. I'm listening to the Soundscape version because it's nice and long. It's amazing music if you are working on a swamp. Like, if I ever going to work on a swamp soundtrack, I'm going to definitely use this as inspiration. There's also this song from the Rayman 2 Swamp, which is also really good. I don't know what it is with Rayman and swamps, but they always seem to just master the swamp in Rayman games. I don't know how. Except for the 2D games. 2D games don't even have swamps, so a bit sad. I do think I'm a very swampy person. I don't know if that's a bad thing to say about yourself, but I just kind of like coziness of a swamp, if that makes sense. Like I really like this coziness or almost cluttered feeling, but in a good way, like nature. Like if you're in the forest, it's cluttered, but in a good way. Like that's what I like. Of course, I have to live in the Netherlands where everything is fucking flat, as open as can be. The opposite of what I like. But I do think that you always tend to like the stuff where you didn't grow up around. Well, at least for me. Because I like kind of hot temperature, which we don't really have. I like this more cozy, more what is it? Dense. Dense is the word. More dense terrain, and a bit more rough. Like I would also like mountains. Love some mountains. Don't really like orderly too much. But of course, I live in one of those orderly countries on earth, which has its benefits, to be honest. To be honest, to pronounce my words. Cannot can just say to be honest. Yeah, there are some benefits to being orderly. Like any appointment you make, you can be sure that it will be on that time exactly. It's kind of nice. Even though I'm usually the one ruining the appointment, but well, that's not even true. I just don't make appointments anymore. That's my solution. Upgrade. In case you didn't notice, I've transitioned into playtesting the game without really saying anything about it. Oh, that's really what I'm going to do today is playtest some more. In particular, there's one wave. It's a Tunderman. I added some supporting enemies to the Tunderman wave. Sorry. So, I really want to see how how that works out. Yeah, basically. I'll probably die. In general, I think the start of this level is still pretty difficult. The wind and the ghosts are pretty punishing if you don't get enough XP early. Or you don't pay attention to the wind. This captain is a bit fucky. If you once he gets close, it's hard to get your distance to get a shot off. That's why you want the weapon on the back, which I have now, so it should be fine. I just killed them with the mine layer. Good. Egg, and then mine, and then they die. Cannon, then egg, then mine. Then they die. Good captain guy, get some eggs, put a mine down, and they die. One thing of this game I really like is that you have to constantly keep track of all your weapons and try to fire all of them efficiently. That's this whole new skill expression to the game. She looks like a pierce or bullet build. Really only have one duration weapon, which is the egg launcher, so probably better to go for something area. Bomber plane is pretty fine then, because bomber plane is area and duration, and bullets of course, which is the base of my build. I want to get to the golden treasure. Oh, I'm not sure if this was smart. Yeah, I die. I think I'm going to disable God mode, maybe. Because I feel like I'm not playing how I would play if I know I can die. It's a big problem in testing. Like, I don't think I would ever make that stupid move if I knew I could die. Or maybe I would. Shouldn't underestimate my stupidity. Don't need to be in the shop. I can unlock something though. Like, like starting a bit more with this weapon. Like, I'll start with it now. And this weapon is pretty good. Really nice for getting a consistent early XP. Which you need to transition very quickly as well into something else, or you need to get lucky and get a bunch of upgrades for specifically this weapon. Grape shot sounds fine to me. Though it's no area weapon, which this is basically the area weapon. Because there's not much else to it, right? It's you upgrade the area, you upgrade the damage. That's it. You get you can also get XP gain if you want something else, but that's really everything. I think I'll go for the grape for the close range build. Now if I don't kill the ones behind, I will kill them anyway. Haha. Do I get souls? I'm not sure if I get souls. Also fits really well with the saw blade because they both don't have a fire rate. So what you want to do if you go saw blade, since it doesn't have a fire rate, doesn't fire anything, you want other weapons that also don't fire stuff. So they can all benefit from the buffs they get the most. So Saul's is a very good contender because it's just a stream. There's no fire rate to it. No more Sauls or something. Well, there's more Sauls. You don't get it by bullets. Yeah, I think going for the Sauls was smart. Anchor is really the final thing you want then, right? Because Anchor also doesn't fire, also mostly area based. So if I just get the Anchor and we go all in on area next. I'm going to try. Only thing that has me doubting is that Anchor is just not that good in this level. Because if you go against the wind, you can really not do much with the Anchor because it's too heavy. When you go with the wind, you can suddenly kind of swing it. So I guess there's ups and downs. It's just a bit inconsistent, I guess, which annoys me. I think I get the XP. Pretty strong. For this wave at least. And I don't think I'm going to fill out my upgrades otherwise with useful stuff. Because we get area, we get damage, and we get movement speed, I guess. And then XP gain. And we don't have space anymore. I really want to get that golden treasure. So we get movement speed next. Movement speed just makes it easier to make the gaps. Because since I'm a close range build, I always want to be hitting these gaps. And I can also swing my anchor a bit more easily. And the Sauls gets a straight up area boost from movement speed. Because I move further before I put more Sauls down. So it gets spread out more. Really need to find area. That will be the biggest. Especially early, now that I think about it. Because now there are still big blobs, and when the mini bosses come in, I kind of lose. Area doesn't do anything when there's just one enemy. Ooh, magical mop. I have to go for this. Allows me to put salts everywhere. Swing my anger like a madman. Area. Get it while it's still useful. Use his anchor a little bit. Definitely don't want to forget about the anchor because it's one of the biggest damage dealers in the game. I made it that on purpose because it's a bit hard to use, right? It's a bit inconsistent. Cannot can't really kill specific enemies that easily with it. Although it is good for killing bosses. Because usually bosses are bigger. So you do hit them consistently. Let's just go area. Hit more people with my anger. People. Crabs. Ooh, crab people. Can still make crab people. As you can see, I thinned out the crab hordes pretty well. Not that many left, which means I'm doing good on the XP front. More area. Always more area. Holy moly. Holy moly. Get this. A bit too fast. Maybe I should nerf the speed a little bit. Right now it almost feels harder when you're using it. It's easier to make mistakes. Damage is the last upgrade I want, so let's get it. I want to get the diamond. I do want saw blade upgrades because I know pretty soon there will be a big area upgrade for the saw blade. And that will multiply with the level 4 beans that I have, so. I'm thinking micro muffin. One would be the knife, but the muffin is just saves you from so much damage, especially when you're going for a close range build like me. Oh, the lag spikes. I need to learn to use my souls for stuff like this. Where there are so many enemies. Oh, where are we going? Why did I go back? Yes, the big area upgrade, found it. This should make a huge difference in my crab killing power on that side. Oh, the lines. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't forget to activate all these maps, so I get as much movement speed as possible. I think I'll also... Oh, what the hell, why is it lagging? I figured out lately, by the way, that the rain is causing a lot of lag on mobile. So I might just completely minimize all weather effects on mobile. Just make them like 10% of what they are on PC. Except for maybe the wind effect. I don't know, just change it to be less particles, but more visible particles or something. Or you could probably also kind of cheat by putting multiple raindrops inside one particle. If one particle always consisted of 3 raindrops, you would just save 3 times the performance, right? Do like that. Due to my anchor, I can kind of kill these guys pretty easily. Because the anchor does so much damage. Can make this a gap. Oh, I did not want to power ability. Power ability. It's words. Need to kill this waterman. This fish wave. Getting a little bit in my way. Let's just get some global damage. I need to chill out on the waves a little bit. Like, I'm not even trying to dodge them anymore. Because there's too much going on. Let's try to get one of the lines. See if I can get some health. Oh, hello. New wave. So this is the new wave. Well then, yeah, pretty much. Kill fish. Oh, we still can. Didn't get him. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm in the Panari. Oh, I survived. Holy shit. I bet nobody knows what's going on. Source damage. Very needed. And we live and we die. But I don't think it was very imbalanced actually. Because I was kind of surviving. Well, not really, but with a bit of luck and skill, I was still surviving for a few seconds. So, what it basically means is that I was just shit. Basically. No, I think I didn't kill the first mini boss. That was the problem. If I killed him, I would have been like 2 levels higher. That would have made the difference in the fish wave, where I would then be able to kill like 3 times as many fish, getting me like 2 levels maybe as well. So I would have been like 4 to 5 levels higher during the part where I died. Which can easily be like a triple damage difference. Because some of those mid-level upgrades are really good. For example, the anchor can get some big area upgrades as well, hitting like twice as many enemies basically, thus doubling your damage. With the anchor at least. But I did notice one thing, and it was too many waves during the water guy. And I think the waves are a little bit too hard to see. Skip it. Skip it. Yib it. Yeah, yib it. Oh, this atmospheric music is driving me insane. Need something more music-like. I need something new, to be honest. But how do you search for new music? I know it. I just search in the search bar. I type in new music. Yes. Ah, this looks fucked already. 2 hours of Animal Crossing music that fixed my brain. That sounds good. Fix my brain. Oh yeah. Ghost level. Waterman. I summoned 3 waves a second, which is quite a lot. Like 3, 3, 3, 3. And here I spawn 8 a second. Oh, that's the one that's closer. Wait, what? Wait, this is in the fish wave. I spawn 8 a second. No wonder it was too many. Spawn fucking 8 a second. Bro, that's too much. Bro, that's like 8, 8, 8. Fucking insane. It's a good way to kind of visualize how many enemies you're spawning, right? Just counting it out. It spawns 1 every 1/10 second, and it would be like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, okay, that's stupid to count out, but which wave is this? Oh, it's the fish wave, of course. Fish wave was fine. Maybe a bit less in case the mini boss is still there when you fish the wave. Why is Animal Crossing music just a random instrument every second or so? No music, no instruments overlap. It's kind of unique. Kind of nice. Da, 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 da. Papaya, papaya, papaya. Papaya, papaya. Aya, ho, ho, ho. Papaya, papaya, ho, 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 pia, 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 so. This is fixing my brain. I can already feel it. Need to know what gitaar means in English. We are about to talk about it. Gitaar. Watering can. That's a shitty way to talk about it. Like in Dutch, a watering can in Dutch means gieter. And it's a way better word. Because it kinda what it kinda means in my language is like someone who tips. Who's I don't know how to say it. How do you explain gieten? Basically exactly the action when you spill your drink. Dan moet je zeggen, wat zit je nou te gieten? Of gieren. Je weer te gieren. Oh, dat is amazing language. Skapjes. Should I draw another enemy today? I think I might. I think I might. What did I just say? A frog person or something? Crab people. Crab people. Can't have a game with crabs without crab people. The only thing is I don't like drawing people because it's a lot of work. I think with people drawing, usually at least for me, it's not worth the effort. Because quite often it takes more effort than drawing like a crab, for example. Because a crab is just naked. Just a crab. But a person needs to have clothing, or like you can't just draw the shape. This crab doesn't look realistic, but it looks like a crab. But if I make a person, I need to make it look like a person. Cannot just draw a stick figure and call it a day. But I don't think person like enemies are that interesting to look at. It's just me. Like I look at people every day. They're not that interesting. But this crab on the other hand. Look at the majestic form. Look at this little thingies poking out of his head. It's an amazing creature. I think what I like most to draw is just something that does not even exist. Like drawing a spirit of the fucking something, or like any kind of spirit or elemental I like. Because you can take some influence from real life stuff, but you don't have to stick to the real life stuff. So you can just let your imagination run a little bit. I'm still quite weak. Let's go gamer mode. Oh, we need to escape first. This is an escape first situation. Did it. Oh shit. We do get the best upgrades first though. I have good hope. Like I don't even feel that in danger by going against the wind here. What changes anyway? We'll run this one out. Shit, I didn't realize earlier that Animal Crossing music is perfect to talk to somehow. To know how. Now I understand why all those shorts and YouTubers use Animal Crossing music. Oh. It just gets you in this mood of like just sitting with someone and talking with some coffee or tea. I guess that's it. It's just the type of music you would play at like a coffee bar or something. I can see it happen at least. Okay, let's pray to the gods that the health is on this side. It's not on this side. Fuck my life. Wait, I saw another one and I need to go that way anyway. Oh boy. Get it? I got it. And it went a different way. It is the biggest issue with this level. If you are low on health at this specific early game part, you're fucked. Because now the wind changes to the right. And I want to go to the left because look at that. There's some health. Ooh. Okay, never mind. Got saved anyway. We killed it. Wait, I can one-shot them. Why am I even crying about this? Kind of forgot that I'm not really weak. Normally when you're in this position, you're weak. If you only have one weapon. But let's start getting some more weapons because it will get harder soon. Fish. I like that I can one-shot the fish. Makes it harder to waste damage. Right. I want to go missile launcher for some more direct damage. Much as I love the bomber plane, just so inconsistent. And the missile launcher with just the first area upgrade is already pretty strong. And 3 bullets, of course. It's basically kind of like the cannon, but you can hit multiple enemies with one shot. Did I reroll accidentally? No. Mine. This is mine. This mine's mine. Fire rate's amazing. Okay, well we can do this maybe. Ooh, not really. I did get hit the entire way. No more fire rate. See if we can make this. Oh, I did not get hit. It's just that the big vortex, it thinks it's hitting you, but it's hitting you for 0 damage. So it plays all the animations, but you're not getting hit. It's just a prank. I should fix that because they are not supposed to hit you. It's supposed to be more of a fuck up your movement and get hit by enemies. Or it helps your movement and you don't get hit by enemies. Like both ways I think it's interesting, so I think that's fine. I'd do some damage on the big guy. Cannon is really best for this job. I'm pretty sure it's still the most damage. Yeah, 23. 23. Pretty sure the rocket launcher is like 14? Yeah, 14. Wabada, weebada, hoobada, hoop. Dee hoo. Weebada, hoobada, hoobada, wap. Dee doo. Dibbidi stubbidi stubbidi stupido. Stupid stupid you. I killed him. I thought I was not gonna make it. Let's do some massive damage. I think although the rockets is 14 damage max per shot, it is firing faster than the cannon, so It's very likely better than a cannon for destroying single targets and groups. So cannon buff maybe? Or maybe not. Maybe it's just balanced right now. Because although the rocket launcher is very strong, it's also kind of useless once you get surrounded and they get close. It does nothing then. Like zero. Area, I guess. Oh, 777 on the clock just now. Oh, that's my death. I have to say, dying by that guy always feels undeserved. I might have to do something about that guy's attack. Maybe I need to just kind of put a red circle on the entire area where the vortex is going to spawn. Because, well, it's shit now. I mostly hate is that almost always they just come in from off screen, or at least you don't see the boss. Maybe I'll just quickly make something that just does that. Wouldn't be hard. Need the waterman. Script to be specific. Okay, I don't know what this is. I think I need to change this weapon. Oh yeah, I need to work on the projectile, of course. I think that's in weapons. Weapons. Vortex launcher. Bullet missile. I'm just not sure how it works right now. Does not look like the right thing. Was not the right thing. Anyway. This is a shadow. Which it creates. The shadow creates the red. Red thingy. But I cannot reuse this. Shadow is something different. Disable this. Maybe I'll keep it. Doesn't really matter. to go into missile. It's the only thing I can change right now. Oh. I need to figure out where the endpoint is. Where the endpoint is. I need the target vector for this. Target vector for this. This is target vector is basically the target location, so I can just use this to put something like a cool targeting cool thing. Yes, I want it here. Yes, I want it here. Let's make another prefab. Another prefab. Yeah. Prefab. Make a prefab. What do we call it? What do we call it? We call it danger indicator. You want the danger to be indicated. But need to stop starting with capitals. It's just not the thing to do. Oh, where is the victor? Here. The instant. What? How you do instantiations? Kind of funny how you forget things like instantiating. This should be so basic and ingrained in my brain, but I barely instantiate stuff. Basically, at the start of most of my projects, I make some object pools where I instantiate, and then I never do it again. Almost never. Don't need the parent. This position in quaternion. Position is going to be target vector. It needs. Fuck, this might not be. This is correct. Floppity 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 flop. What? Oh, it doesn't do this. Quaternion.identity. I think I will store it because I think I'll need to maybe also delete it, for example. Danger indicator. Yeah, let's also delete it. Okay, let's go no. Right, danger indicator. Also do a null check on the spawning because I have another missile. It's on the player. Doesn't have this. If Agent prefab, it's not null. Right. That was pretty easy. I just need to make the danger indicator. I think I'll just copy the shadow, to be honest. Seems the most easy. Danger indicator. Because the shadow is basically all the parts that I want. Just need it to be bigger and perfectly round, because this is not a shadow anymore. This blinks as well. A bit bigger, which I'm pretty sure I need it to be. I think I want to give this a red background. Circle. A million options because Unity. Go for this one. Wait, this does not need the material, of course. Right. And they're a little bit darker. Don't like this blink right now. Does nothing for a bit too long. It's darker, it's kind of cool looking. I guess more. Oh, I don't want to put in 6. No, I'm putting this high is working surprisingly well, in fact. 6 was best. Alright. Should I make the bottom one slightly transparent? Fine. I would like to make the edges like somewhat inconsistent to fit in the theme more. In fact, I'm kind of confused why I have not made a material yet that does that. Maybe I have. Anyway. I might just press play without even thinking. Probably what I wanted to do. Think this is what I want to do. Play the game. dum, dum, dum. Gloep, gloep, gloep. Blop, 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 blop. To toss this water. What do? What do? Yeah. Where's my viewers at? I think it's too early for viewers or something. Maybe it's dinner time in America. Or Hungary, possibly. No, I know my Hungarian fan is probably just now getting out of school. Nah, he should have been out of school. I know, maybe he has a life. Who knows? Glok, glok, glok. Glok, glok, glok. Glok, glok, glok. Glok, glok, glok. Let's just agree that gluk gluk is better than glok glok. I need to close my door. You know, it's quite confusing to me. Why can I not shut up? Normally I don't talk, but now I just cannot shut up when I stream. Weird. I think it's because there's just zero judgment happening. Normally you're always thinking like, is what I say, will they think it's boring or will they think it's really weird? But I don't care about being weird. I do care about being cringe though. It's a difference. Proceeds to be cringe. Kull kanon, kull kanon, kull. I guess also one of the reasons I talk more on stream is I get to talk about games and my game and game making and stuff like that, which is pretty much my autistic interest. And then when you talk to real people, they want to talk about like their new chair they bought or something. I don't know, boring as fucking stuff. But if I start talking to them about my game and how I make it, then they think I'm boring because they don't understand a single thing I'm saying. But then I'm also forced to talk about like stuff I don't really care about, but is somewhat interesting to talk about. It's nice that I'm keeping this stream a bit short because I think there's a lot of smart stuff I've said to stream. And I think just those short wisdom nuggets, they do well on shorts and on TikTok. I don't know if they do on TikTok to be honest, but at least on shorts, then I'm just kind of copying Code Pirate. But it's a good model and it's a good anyway to do, like talk about some philosophical stuff. Yes. Just got an advertisement about somebody's child's mother dying. What a fun advertisement. It's so shitty, by the way. You know what they're trying to do? They're showing a kid basically singing at their mother's funeral in the advertisement. What they're trying to fucking do is trying to scare you into thinking what it might be like if you suddenly died and you have kids. And they're trying to make you spend a bunch of money for pretty sure it's funeral insurance or something. It's kind of shitty to be honest because you don't need funeral insurance. In my opinion, at least. Your funeral is like it's not about material things. That's I don't get why for so many people they do it like this, where they have to get some nice casket and get some nice decoration or whatever. Like a funeral is not about material things at all. It's about remembering the person. I guess you can make it nice. Like nothing wrong with making things nice. But like if you don't have the money to make things nice, don't go out of your way to get some package or something so you can pay it over time or whatever. Spend that money on your life, on your actual children that are alive. But yeah, that ad was basically trying to scare people into getting a nice funeral package or something. Kinda crazy. Um, not doing the thing. Anyway, one last thing I want to say is that if you're thinking so much about when you die, then I think there's something. I think you're a bit of a weirdo. Let's keep it that way. You shouldn't. Why? Why do you think about stuff like that? You're dead. For first of all, you're dead. So nothing really matters anymore, in my opinion. Second of all, it will be fine. Like, what the hell is what's there to think about? You will die. Everyone will die. That's it. You died. Sad for everyone involved, but it's going to be sad nonetheless. So honestly, my funeral, I would want it to just be people chilling, just remembering me. I guess. It's weird to talk about yourself like that. Like talk about yourself like you're the most important person, which you are on that day. So makes sense. But yeah, I would want people to just chill and have some chill, basically. Ideally in nature, like fuck churches. Why now would you want your funeral in a church? That's like the most depressing place I could imagine. Sitting in a fucking building. Go outside. I've been in a building all my fucking life making games. When I die, please go outside. Please make me go outside when I die. It's the only way. Then at least I can touch grass for once. Yes, it was not working. I have to say I really like this playtesting streaming combination. Because I can play the game without thinking, so I can 100% think about what I'm talking about. Which is 100% better for the stream. Oh. And I actually still do stuff because now I learned that it's not working, so actually stuff happening, albeit slowly. Of course, I did not assign the prefab because I'm a fucktard. Yeah, why would I assign the actual prefab? This one, this one. Bit of a shame that nobody's watching this stream right now. Like it's one of my better ones. Talked about a lot of random bullshit. I honestly feel like streaming is one of the best things I could do development wise. Like personal development, I'm talking about then. Because I feel like speaking, especially public speaking, has always been a One of my weakest points, my weakest skills. As a solo game developer, you kind of need some public speaking skills. You need to be able to pitch your games, for example. The better you can pitch your games, the better you sell your game. So, kind of important. Another great aspect is that I get more into the community. Because fun fact about me, I have not used social media since basically early high school. Like halfway high school, I just stopped using social media completely. Except for YouTube. I watched YouTube videos, which counts as a social media, but like I didn't post anything about me, for example. I didn't really participate. Now that I'm participating more with streaming, you start like you start focusing more on trends, for example. Like, normally social media trends would just fly past me. Now I kind of see them happening, which is good because that's how you market, by following trends. But yeah, really streaming has been my return to social media since like basically like 8 years or something. 8 years of no social media and then streaming suddenly, which is an interesting way, I guess. I don't think many people just don't do anything and then say fuck it, I'm going to live stream every day. On the other hand, you have to be kind of a weirdo to do that, so with that I mean streaming. You need to be kind of a weirdo to live stream. Look at every single live streamer. Is any of them normal? No, absolutely not. I mean, you have a lot of them that have more global appeal because they are kind of like the class clown type of weird. Like, they are weird but in a cool way. Like the class clown. It's still a weirdo, so. I feel like my gameplay is suffering a little bit from talking so much. Holy shit, a viewer. Oh my god. Seems like it's finally time and everybody's getting back from work. I'm basically just playtesting my game. Because soon I'll do a big playtest for the public. And I want to kinda iron out the last things. Finish all the levels. Oh shit, the grappling hook. Basically everything is finished except for 2 levels. 2 levels still need a bit of polishing. This one, for example, was a bit too difficult and basically not completed, so. Blop, blop. Ah, boy. Boy. Bop, bop, boop. Oh boy. Oh, I'm not playing it. I was thinking for 1 second about something to say, and instantly everything goes downhill. I wanted to say how this is one of the most interesting levels due to the wind effect. If you haven't noticed yet, there's a wind effect happening where if I follow the particle effect that you see on stream, which indicates the wind direction, I go faster. And this specific enemy, the ghost captain, he goes faster than you unless you follow the wind, so it's kind of cool. Oh, let's get some beers. He kind of forces you to follow the wind. Jeez. Oh, I'm going to fucking die. Okay, nice. I feel like schools should have better creative courses. So at least the creative course that we had was basically the drawing that every school has, I think. Or like art class, you know, probably know it. I'm going to fucking die. But the art class is always just drawing and just don't get that much choice in what you do. It's kind of shitty. And well, my specific art class was taught by a alcoholic bald guy, so you already know, like, he's bald. Like, I mean, of course he's bald because he's teaching art, but also alcoholic, so it can be a good combination. And we die. I don't know, I feel like coding and digital art is just completely skipped by school. Which is basically everything I'm doing now is coding and digital art. A little bit sad that most schools like don't do anything about it. Like the only reason I knew that I wanted to do this was because I played this game called Little Big Planets. I have it here, in fact. This game, and basically you can make your own levels. Kind of a very simple way of developing games, like a very playful way. And I got that game as a kid, and it's all I played. That taught me basically all the basics about making games. Mostly design. Because the coding is not really the same as real coding. And you don't really do art much. Do a lot of design. Yeah, then I basically knew I want to do this as a job if I can. Then I started doing a bit of coding in Game Maker, which is a program which is basically one step up. Like you get actual coding language, but it is very simple. You don't need any syntax basically. Why does the game hate me this much? But yeah, then I did a bit of Game Maker and I had to make some art, make some actual code. It was still very shitty, all of it, but I was basically actually making games. Some of them are really funny. I should find them one day. I'm pretty sure in one of them you play as a naked guy, and it's this turn-based. It's a turn-based RPG, and you play as a naked guy, and it's all very shitty, like made in Microsoft Paint art. Quite amazing. I should really find it. Will be so good. But yeah. Fuck school, basically. Yeah, on the other hand, I feel like school would just ruin something like making games. School would just say like, go make Snake. Go make Snake. And that's like the entire course. I feel like you waste the most important aspect of games, or you don't show it to the kids, which is creativity. If somebody wants to go into a creative field, you want to kind of give them a preview so they can know that they want to do that. You need to give them creativity. Give them the space for creativity. Otherwise, it's just another math class. Just another whatever the fuck class. Little Big Planet gave me the creativity. Just give you a canvas and says, go do stuff. This is the game. So, ironically, I think a video game would teach me better than school would. So maybe it's better this way. Maybe it is better this way. It's a bit crazy to think that I could have basically stopped school when I was like 12 or 13. Because that was the age where I was already starting with Little Big Planet. Like, I think 2 years later, when I was 14, I started Game Maker, so. Basically, all the most important learning I did was out of school. The only things I learned in school that were useful was a bit of English, I guess, and math. And basically math. Like, whenever people would say, like, what do we need this math for in our lives? I would always just be like, well, of course I need this math because I need to calculate the travel distance of the bullet or something in my game. Like, I was that person that was actually happy to learn math because I really needed it. It's also kind of rare, isn't it? Like knowing what you want to do when you're 12. Makes your life quite efficient. If there was no school forcing you to do everything you don't want to anyway, but. Imagine how efficient life could be if school would just give the people who know what they want to do in life, they would just give them freedom to do it. Oh, life would be so fucking efficient. I think I would have actually gained like uh, at least 8 years of my life back. Because I'm thinking elementary school, I did nothing for half of it. Because halfway through, I basically knew everything already, and I was like, why am I still here? Literally, I was doing nothing in the back of the class, like nothing. Like playing cards is what I was doing, like all of the time for 3 years straight, basically. That's even without taking out the subjects that I don't care about. Well, I guess elementary school, everything still kind of matters. Um, but yeah. I spawned too many crabs here, I think. Just a little bit too much. Or too many waves, I don't know. Anyway, I saved 4 years on my elementary school because it's 8 years where I live. And with half of it I did nothing. And then in middle school or high school, I don't know what the hell it's in English. At least the next school, we there's just a lot of subjects that you have to learn that you don't care about. Like I had to learn French, I had to learn Latin, I had to learn Greek, I had to learn Dutch. Dutch class, fucking stupid. I am Dutch, I know Dutch. Why do fuck do I need to learn this in school? We have Chat GPT anyway to write stuff, so why the fuck do we still learn this? Like if they learned me how to make an AI, it would be more useful. But so basically every language is useless unless you specifically want to do something with it. Um, that's already Dutch. I think English is useful as like a international global language, so I'll leave English in the useful category. So Dutch, then another language. You're forced to learn two languages where I live, which is kind of insane. Um, then in my school I also had Latin and Greek, which is fucking just because the school is for like smart people. That's also useless. But now it becomes difficult, at least for me. Because I'm thinking physics is kind of useful. Like I think physics also teaches you a lot of a very good way of thinking about things. Very analytical way of thinking. I think physics is useful. Chemistry maybe is quite useless. Like they could easily fold chemistry into physics, I think. Then maybe you can choose it if you want to specifically learn more about chemistry. But it's like an optional thing. School needs more optional things in general. Like what's crazy to me is when you get out of school, you get suddenly a lot of choices, and they are all very important. Like, what college are you going to? What subject will you learn? Which will basically determine your path in life. And then you need to look at things like which job do I want? Where am I going to live? What? All these hard decisions suddenly. Why doesn't school give you more decisions that are like kind of difficult? Like, what subjects do you want to follow? Like, let people choose like half of their subjects. So you get a bit of practice with making difficult life decisions like that. Then you can also kind of give people the time to realize when they made a wrong choice. Then you don't punish them for making the wrong choice. which is also important because you want to teach people like if you made the wrong choice, it's important that you correct it, especially for an important life choice like what you're going to be doing for the rest of your fucking life. So then you get some practice and direction by choosing your subjects. So when you have to make the actual choice of which college you go to, which is an expensive choice, because you have to get living near the college, you have to pay the college, you have to put time into the college. And if it turns out bad, then you waste so much money, so much time. So yeah, give people some practice with making life decisions first. I know so many people that went to college, they had zero fucking clue what kind of field they wanted to go into. They just knew that some of them even only knew that their friends were going to this certain school, so why not do it also? That's crazy. It's a crazy way to make life decisions. And then you have other people who just want to make money. And I think for some people it's the correct choice, but for some people it's just not right, and they're gonna end up being depressed and or burning out. So they don't like their job, which you do fucking 24/7. People overvalue money over having fun doing what you do to make money. These enemies are kind of cool, but I don't want no waves. They do, because they're so big, they put a lot of pressure on you, I feel. But the pressure is also relieved very fast or in big chunks. It's great. So yeah, I think I was also kind of the victim of a bad school system. Because I basically always knew that I wanted to make games. When I was 12 already started making games. But then when you go to choose a college, there's basically no college for making games. Kind of feels like a subpar option or something. And school also never introduces you to making games or anything like it. Not even coding. My school didn't even do anything with coding, so of course my brain decides to follow physics, which turned out I'm not a physicist, because a physicist is a fucking nerd with no social life. Like, for real. Physicists have no social life. Why? Because it's fucking hard being a physicist. Which I figured out. Shit is fucking hard and you need to be a really big nerd if you want to put that much time into getting some numbers in your graph. So I dropped out. Of course I dropped out. Because I want to make games. My school's so dumb. I've heard the argument before that the reason that you need so many subjects that are useless to you is because you need to do them for a while so you know if you want to do it in the future as a job. But that's fucking bullshit. Because why do you then only teach a limited subject? matter? Like, why do you then only teach like math, physics, and chemistry basically, and some languages? Like, where is all the other stuff? Where is it? Where is my choice in the matter? That's also a good question. That's the weirdest thing is to me is that there's no coding or programming. Like, there's so many people who would like to be programmers, but they just never tried it, so they don't know. And school thinks it's more important to teach you fucking some stupid language that you're never going to use, so fucking weird. So fucking weird. I think school's just it's one of the slowest things to adapt. Because, well, for one, it's a somewhat working system, so changing it and breaking it, you basically ruin a few people. Or, yeah, you ruin a few people. Change it for the worse. And then you get parents who will go complain. You ruin their children, and then it's basically very unpopular politically. It gets perceived that way. That's why politicians are very hesitant to change the school system. But that's why I think you should just leave the school system pretty free, but not too free. Like, you need some separation of school and religion, in my opinion. You can have a religious school, but make it like a free time school, basically. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that school, like everything gets innovated upon, right? We have better phones, we have better clothing, even we have better cars, we have better everything. But why the fuck do we just refuse to upgrade the school system? Still the same system from 1980 or whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck schools got invented. That's purely insane. It's fucking crazy to me. That Twitch has not had a viewer in like 2 weeks or something. Or I think I had one viewer, and he told me that my camera setup was not the right height, and then he left. Would make a lot of sense that people on Twitch are a bit more sensitive to camera and mic quality, because all they're used to is good mic quality and camera quality from streamers. You know, on YouTube, all the fucking shit goes. You have videos from 12 years ago that still go viral, so quality is not really that important. I wonder if the Twitch algorithm takes your video quality in account. It would be insane, in my opinion. Could see it happen where they just. I mean, it's an AI for sure, so I think that a misconception maybe? I've always thought that algorithms from like social media platforms are AI based, machine learning. I don't know if it probably means the same. I'm dead. The only logical way to sort content, right? Then maybe you hardcode some things like if people fully watch a video, it's better. You need some kind of AI input, I think. It's not needed, but seems good. That's essentially what YouTube wants to do is maximize viewer retention. And that sounds like a perfect job for AI. Like figure out which videos keep viewers on the platform. You can't really say that by just watch time. For example, shorts. The entire short system, you barely watch any of the shorts. You still watch it for like a long time. Why? Because it feels like you're mining for some gold nugget. And then usually when you find the gold nugget, this is a pretty good gold nugget. Like when you get the good shit in shorts, it's the good shit. Blah blah blah. Let's just say nothing for a while. No one is watching the anime at the moment, so in case you're watching this in post, I'm going to say nothing for a while, which means like 3 minutes, so I can get at least past the first fucking level. In fact, I'm not even going to try. I need to change. I should have done instantly, but I don't know why. This needs to be like, I don't know, 5 times bigger. Disappointed that nobody's watching though. I had this whole bit planned out with my watering can. My biggest fan. I honestly only did it for my biggest fan. Wanted to make a short. I'm going to make a short out of the bit, of course. This is the only reason I keep doing these zero watcher stream, zero viewer stream is because I can make a short. The short will have 400 views, so not like I'm doing it for nobody. Not sure if I like Pierce more or Bullets more. Now that I have to choose. Pierce is kind of a knife for punching holes inside a... If you have this big wall of enemies and you need to get through. Yo. This advertisement was actually just noise. It was like somebody was fucking tapping on a fucking... I don't fucking know. Sounded like somebody was grinding on like a. I don't talking. I need a little break from talking. Talking for like hours straight, it feels like, and it might be true. Still kind of crazy how much the difference is between me normally talking to a person and me talking to my PC. I've always been the person that needs some time to open up to people. What I'm guessing is also happening is that at the start of streaming, I was also kind of awkward, right? But then I started opening up to my PC, basically. And now it's just regular chill. I have the hardest time talking about stuff when I feel pressure to talk about stuff. And that's why I do shitty at presentations because suddenly there's pressure. And I do bad at when a viewer joins the fucking stream. I don't do that bad, but when a viewer joins, I always have this like 20 to 30 seconds where I just don't know what to say anymore. Even though I was talking non-stop before, suddenly I'm just like, and then brain melts. And then the brain melts. Let me see what's for dinner. Zombie is back. You know what I just did? I don't know what I did just now. I sat in the front yard eating an apple in the sunlight. Because it's one of those rare early sunny days and it's also nothing feels more fresh than eating an apple in the sunlight. I don't know. Just so juicy, yeah. Juicy, juice me, it's the juice. Juice me, yes. The only nice thing about not getting Twitch viewers is that I don't have to pay attention to Twitch chat. You can just look at YouTube chat. That's where all the stuff happens. My life a bit easier. Let's do a torpedo in the back for once. It's quite a strong placement. Because situation like this where I'm getting chased but it's super slow. I can have so much time to put my shots in the right place. The waves. They are fucking me. I should rename my stream to wait, I wanted to rename my stream anyway because making my weirdest enemy yet could also be interpreted as like me antagonizing some kind of weird sewer creature or something. I'm not antagonizing some weird sewer creature. I want to say the J word for fun and jokes, but not do that. How do we name the stream though? I think making my own game worked best. Angled brackets are not allowed. It's just bullshit. I need to make some art in the title right now. Because I think I need to go to like a specific model for the title of my stream. I think I want making my own game. That's the core of the title. It's the first thing you need to know is what is this guy doing? Making his own game. Okay, nice. Second, for returning viewers, for example, I want to say what I'm working on. Also think it's a bit more interesting. Makes you more unique, I think. So I think what I'll do is making my own game. Then what's the double dot called? I don't know. Or it doesn't really need any symbol. But then you do star, whatever the fuck I'm doing, star. Basically like when you were role playing in Habbo as a kid. Basically, what I'm doing. Learn something from Hebo. Hebo. That Hebo. Just unironically said Hebo. Where's the society going? Patatatum, patatatum, butum. Patatum, butum, bututum. Patatum, dututum, dutum, dutum. Do you think we'll actually make it to the third wave this time? Fourth wave, really? I think we can make it. Just need a missile launcher upgrade right now. We can get some area on that bitch. And the wind is fucking with me. I think I need some warning for the wind change. Because you can easily get in a situation where the wind changes, but you cannot react to it anymore because you're already inside of some stupid hole. I know, I need some warning system. Like maybe just a blinking symbol, like a blinking exclamation mark. A warning sign that tells you that the wind is it warns you about the wind, basically. Oh, mine layer on the front is like one of the most retardedly genius placements. Because on the one hand, it's kind of retarded. Because your front is probably the easiest to aim. To be honest, the back is easier to aim. But the front is also kind of useless for most weapons, so... Is any weapon placed at the front has a limited time that you can aim it at an enemy before you need to steer away. Oh, this is not good. Too many fish. I need to do something about the fish spawns. Problem I'm having is that they are spawning to they're not spawning to anything. But if I go right in the same direction as the fish, I go the same speed as the fish. So now any fish that spawn, they will start basically all spawning in the same area, just the left of display area. You can already see it happening. They start bunching up until they form a wall. How the fuck am I still alive? That's a bigger question, to be honest. Hello. It's too many fish. Basically what we're doing right now. Too many fish hour. It's the I'm fucking dying hour. You know that you missed the best stream I've ever done. You know, I've even talked about how I want my funeral to be done. It's been crazy. But I'm afraid you need to rewatch the stream if you want to see everything. You can do, by the way. Made it possible. Recommended though. Of course. Honestly, I wasn't that specific. That was mostly like, I don't care about material stuff, right? A lot of people, they want like a beautiful casket, casket, and they want a bunch of flowers and they want to do it at a church. I don't care about any of that. I just want it to be nice. So it needs to be kind of like a party with like food to eat and stuff and good shit. You want the good shit. And then people just kind of sit and talk about like me. That's what a funeral is about. It's about remembering the person, right? It's not about any material stuff. It's just kind of a party where people just talk about me and other stuff and just kind of have fun in a way. Having fun while remembering me, basically. And please not in a church. That was one of my big points. Not that I have anything against the church or anything, but I want it to be done outside. That's mostly it. Like, why the hell do you want to go inside for that? I feel like you would want to be in nature, like, because nature is so peaceful, and it fits well with the theme of being buried, basically. You go back to the earth, so why not do the entire thing outside? I already imagined you being at my funeral because, well, you were my only viewer, so of course you were invited. Oh, that would be so funny, just a random Hungarian kid coming at my funeral because he was my one viewer. Complain. Wasn't I supposed to change something? Guess not. Basically, the reason why I was talking about funerals in the first place was because I got an advertisement on YouTube and it was about this girl crying on her mother's funeral. And it was fucking sad, but it was an advertisement for like some kind of funeral agency or a funeral insurance or something. And then I was just kind of mad that they were trying to basically scare people into paying big money for a funeral. Or maybe it was just life insurance or something like that. They were trying to sell you life insurance by showing you like a child crying at their mother's funeral. It's kind of a little bit, I don't know. We call it. We call it when something is just not very tasteful. Distasteful, that's the word. Just a bit distasteful. I'm listening to a lot of Animal Crossing music right now. And it is so chill, this music for talking. All this music is basically chill coffee house. Go to some coffee place. So all this music sounds like great for talking. Let me try to read what you said while I don't die. POV me talking to your parents at your funeral. Oh yes, he was my friend. I know that you don't have. Yes, exactly. I love the idea of people being like, "Who the fuck is that? Who's this random kid?" And then somebody being like, "Yeah, he was his only viewer on YouTube. He came all the way from Hungary." I feel like if you were at my funeral, it would be because you were there to finish the job. Like you're that type of person. Okay, it's fish time. Fish time. I need to just in my brain remember that whenever fish time happens, I just start playing like and stop talking. This is the thing with a fish wave, I guess. Every other wave I can kind of play without thinking, but the fish wave, you need to keep thinking. Because if the wind changes, you're fucked almost all the time. Oh, that's kill the fish. Yeah, I need to fix the fish spawning anyway. Now too easy to accidentally get yourself in a unwinnable situation because of how they spawn. You know the meme where a guy poses at a grave that would be me at your grave. Don't know that meme to be honest. Wait. Would be very funny if I knew that meme. I'm afraid I don't know the meme, so now you're just cringe. So yeah. Blop, blop. Let me just start focusing on the boss fight from the moment he spawns in for once. I always kind of ignore the boss because I'm dying. But I need to just not die and then focus on the boss. What I need to do. I already see that I'm going to die. Send me the meme, I heard it. Oh, this meme, yes. Ooh, that's meme. Yeah, that's definitely something you would do, like meet and greet. You would post it. I can see you posting it on some social media with like hashtag meet and greet. Oh, that's amazing. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Get this fucking health. Plop. I think I spawned a bit too much crabs. I'm gonna be honest. I've reached this part 4 times now, and every time the crabs are just too much to deal with. Just too much. Like if I'm lucky like this... Oh no, never mind. The next wave started. I'm not lucky. It's just the next wave. Oh. Die. You did not die. We did get some levels. Pierce on the cannon is almost necessary. That doubles the damage output for the cannon. This is exactly the upgrade I needed for these crabs. I got it a little bit late. Look at this difference. I'm now actually mowing through them. Shit. Let's go on the missile launcher first. The missile launcher has way more potential. For the plane to reach full potential, you need some duration upgrades. And I don't. Ooh, this is a bit of a weird upgrade. Because all of these projectile speed upgrades are quite useless. But I know the upgrade after it will be good. Or I can just go for 10% damage on every weapon. I think I want Torpedo to be high level. Because Torpedo and the Missile Launcher, they benefit from all my buffs. They have the most potential. Okay. Fighting this guy during the fish wave is surprisingly difficult. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Oh, it's the good... Yes? It's like realistic Skyrim, right? Kind of. But how come I've never seen you play it then? Explain that one. The only thing I see you play is Sid Meier's Pirates. That other games, Cyberpunk maybe, I don't know. On Epic, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I need some fucking help or I will fucking die. Please, yeah, I need to go to dinner now, but I don't feel like it. So I will pick fire rate upgrade. I will have to go in like 5 minutes. Because whenever my parents say dinner's ready, it means it's ready in 5 minutes. Anyway, some health. Some health would be nice, yes. Fuck. I'm in the danger zone. Survive the danger zone. Kill it. Please clip that. Please clip that. Can you even clip on YouTube? You can, right? Thought I've seen the clip button before. Yes. Well, feel free to clip anything you want because then I'm going to steal it. put it on YouTube. Or if you really feel like it, you can also put it on YouTube on your own, as long as you link to my channel. Yeah, that's in no way am I expecting that. 100% optional. Because right now what I do, I stream for like 4 hours, maybe 3 to 4 hours on average, I think. And then after that, I look through all my streams and I find the funny moments. I edit them into like 1 minute shorts. And then I upload those. But that takes around like 4 hours of work for one short. Kind of crazy. Because the most time intensive part is the finding of the funny part. Because guess what? I'm not that funny. Like I'm funny maybe like 10% of the time or something. So I need to watch my entire stream to find the funny parts, which takes 3 hours. Then I need to do the editing and stuff, and it also takes a few hours. And it's a lot of work, basically. It saves a lot of time if I don't have to look for the funny parts. It saves like the most time because the editing is not that hard. Clipped. Yeah, I'm just going to keep explaining how it's beneficial until you do it. Anyway, dinner was ready and it still is ready. And I died anyway, so I will see you after dinner. I think yes. Goodbye. Headed to the